successfully navigate an aircraft, we need to accurately refer to positions on the surface of the Earth. The aim of this lesson is to describe latitude as used in the position reference system. Firstly, we will see how position is defined on a flat or plane surface. The route depicted here can be represented on a flat piece of paper, for example a map, going from the start point to the end point. The start point or departure point we will call A, and the end point or destination we will call B. Let us look at how to define the position of point A using the X and Y axes. We can say that the position of A is defined by the value along the x-axis, 1, and the value along the y-axis, 3, and that position B can likewise be defined by the value along the x-axis, 5, and the value along the y-axis, 1. Determining positions on a flat plane in this manner is referred to as using the Cartesian coordinate system. To transfer these coordinates onto the spherical shape of the Earth, we use a similar method to the Cartesian coordinate system that we have just seen, but need to modify the x and y axes used on a flat piece of paper. The position reference system used on the Earth refers to coordinates using the terms latitude and longitude, which replace the linear x and y axes with a system of angular measurement. Latitude and longitude define a position on the surface of the Earth using angular measurement in degrees and minutes, for extremely accurate and unambiguous position reference. Latitude is one of the two coordinates needed to identify position. Imagine the Earth cut into two halves, one at the top and one at the bottom. These halves are called hemispheres. There is the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere. The line joining these two halves is called the equator. Latitude is defined as the angle measured at the centre of the Earth between the equator and a point on the Earth's surface. Latitude can be either north or south, dependent on the position relative to the equator. In the case on the screen now, the latitude is north. It is north of the equator, and it is in the northern hemisphere. Latitude can only be north or south. It cannot, for example, be either east or west. Since latitude is an angle, it is measured in degrees. For more accuracy, degrees can be subdivided into 60 minutes. The convention of expressing latitude is to use degrees and minutes. In our example, 45 degrees would be referred to as 45 degrees 0 minutes, and written as N4500. Note that latitudes are normally expressed as a four-figure notation, in degrees and minutes. For example, 36.5 degrees north will be written as N3630, 36 degrees and 30 minutes north. Latitude on its own cannot define a position, as it is only one of the two coordinates required. Latitude prescribes a complete circle parallel to the equator on the Earth's surface. A position with this latitude can be anywhere on this line. All points on this circle are at the same latitude. Latitude is often described as a parallel of latitude for this reason. In summary, we have seen how we use Cartesian coordinates to specify a position in terms of an x and y axis. The Cartesian coordinates need to be modified from a flat and linear system for use on a spherical Earth. Latitude and longitude are used as the position reference system. Latitude is defined as the angle measured at the centre of the Earth between the equator and a point on the Earth's surface. It is expressed in terms either north or south of the equator.